Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ybot, and welcome to another Let's Play of Civ 5 here. So, Civ 5 Brave New World. So, we're going to go ahead and we're going to get started. We're not going to play as Korea on Emperor. First off, I want to make sure that I'm doing Immortal this time. And I still want to do Pangaea. I want the epic game pace. I don't want to do Standard, which is what I normally do. Or Quick, which I like to do that too. We definitely don't want to do Legendary. And today, I believe we're going to go ahead and we're going to try the Maya here. Pacal with the long count. And we're going to be, I'm going to be practicing my wide play here, and I'm going to talk you through my thought process here. I'm not the best wide player. I like to play tall very often because I just find it to be a lot easier. There's a lot less bullshit I have to deal with. And my apologies, I've turned the music off.
Your people kneel before you. Exalted
I'll let this go
King
through.
Pacal the Great, favored son of the gods and shield to the citizens of the Pangaea domain. After years of strife at the hands of your neighboring rivals, you struck back at the enemies of your people, sacrificing their leaders in retribution for the insults dealt to your predecessors. The glory of Pangaea was restored only by the guidance afforded by your wisdom, as you orchestrated vast reconstruction efforts within the city, creating some of the greatest monuments and architecture your people and the world have ever known. Illustrious King, your people once again look to you for leadership and counsel in the coming days. Will you channel the will of the gods and restore your once proud kingdom to its greatest heights? Will you build new monuments to forever enshrine the memories of your people? Can you build a civilization that will stand the test of time?
All right, so let's go ahead and get started here. Let's begin our journey. This is not a bad start, although if I move to the hill here, I'm probably gonna... I think I'd rather be on the hill, quite honestly. I'll still be on the river. I'm gonna take that one move, and I'm hoping I'm not fucking this up, but... yeah, so I'm gonna sacrifice that first turn. I'm gonna move to the hill just because it is there. So that's one turn of doing nothing. This is gonna give us a lot better defense, though. So let's go ahead and get started. So top priority is our monument. We're going to go ahead and we're going to micromanage like a little so-and-so. So I'm going to set myself to production focus, but then I'm going to lock these guys up to on the highest growth tiles. And Marbrazier's, I think that's how you pronounce his YouTube name. Marbrazier? Yeah, whatever it is. I'll see if I can maybe put a link to his channel in the description below this video. He plays on Deity, on Epic, quite a bit, and honestly, I'm just trying to imitate his playstyle and get some success of my own. So, yeah, that's what he does quite a bit. Quill18 also does that. Quill18's another one whose playstyle I've learned from and, I guess, imitated as well. So we've got a forested start. We've got to start near an ocean, though, so we could maybe get a second coastal city, but we don't have any unique luxuries nearby. We do have what looks like a double river valley, though, which is pretty damn sweet. So our unique building is Pyramid, which is going to provide double faith and double science, so I think... and I'm not sure about this, but I'm seriously tempted to go ahead and just dive right into building, like going first point of culture here and go into the piety opener. And that'll allow my shrines to build in half the time, which includes the pyramid here. My unique building will be able to build in half the time, which is amazing. Let's take a look here. We've got a nice mountain chain here, which... may defend us from some neighbors. It also allows for a potential second city here to be built on a hill with access to a river and a mountain. Some additional piggies, some grain. That's a good area. If it just had a unique luxury, I'd say that's where my second city's going, but, yeah, we'll see. Well, this is interesting. Yeah, so that location's way too far away from the marble, unfortunately. I can't tell whether this is a bay or or just an inland lake.
Приветствую тебя, незнакомец.
I'm missing the sound here. Alright, so, oh, they've discovered my capital anyway. Well, might as well give them the embassy. They know where I am. Might as well get the extra gold for a while. So we'll go ahead with that. And we've grown, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to set it for double food production for now. We're going to do things as best we can here. And we're going to get started on a scout here. Scout seems like a good idea. We actually ended up in a relatively coastal area by the looks of it. Or not. Canal City spot. Cute little spot for Canal City right next to two piggies. I don't really like having the world market on truffles being cornered. That's not the greatest. I would prefer to have something else. We'll see. We will see, though, folks. I think it's still... Oh, yeah, it's definitely... This should be the best way to do things, I would imagine. Ew, that's not a great setup. We may lose this warrior. That'd be embarrassing. And we nearly lost this warrior. Alright, so yeah, we're gonna pull back. I healed because I felt like I had no choice there. Like, as much as I want an attack bonus, if I can't attack, if it dies, then it's useless to me. Alright, so we can go for the Liberty Opener and get rapid expansion, or we can build these. You know what, let's go ahead and go for Liberty, because this is going to help production of our pyramids as well. So let's keep on taking a look at what we've got around here. Actually, let's just poke around the south here. Let's just get that out of the way now. It sucks that other people are starting to get Parthenons already, but oh well. Once the pyramid's done, we should be in good shape. So that's Russia. So that's actually very problematic. We may have to sit on one city for a while and just expand, because their capital is ridiculously close to our own. Yeah, I'm not sure. Not sure what to do, folks. We do have a unique unit at this point that we already have access to. It's pretty weak, but it's there. Where's this natural wonder? Oh, it's all the way over here. The good news is if we put a city that's going to be really, really, really close to our capital, by the way, we could have access to a unique luxury over on the coast here. I think we'll set that guy to auto-explore for now. A good thing about this placement is that we do have mountains preventing the Russians from specifically attacking us. Like, if we get a bunch of our unique units just set up on these two hills, then we could stop a fairly large force, I think. And as you can see, archery is useless to us. Okay, so we've got our unique building. I think we want to push ahead to theology now, although we do want... I'm not sure. I'm not sure, guys. Let's take a look at what we've got here. So we do want trapping. So let's go ahead and let's grab trapping. And in the process, we'll get our first trade route available. I think we're actually within range of Moscow, which is good. It's a nice change. Met Singapore. Very good. There still might be some goodies up here as well. So it's something to keep in mind. I still maintain this is a pretty damn good city spot as well. Now. Alright, well, heal up, board up. So there's a unique luxury up here. This is relatively uncontested. It's forested grassland, and that's a dead unit. Alright, so since we're low on our military right now, we're going to go ahead and we're going to look. We're going to take stock here. This is actually a really good area for a city, I would imagine. I would assume there's lots of deer, there's lots of pigs, and there's some gems for a unique luxury. That's not a bad spot. Yeah, let's go this way for now. We don't really need the piety opener until we get... Oh, there's gems over here, too. This actually changes things up a little. Means that original spot that I was looking at is actually quite viable. I wonder, guys. Like, if I settle here, then it's defended on 3 sides by mountains. But then that's also 3 useless tiles. But if I settle here, there could be units on all other sides, but for all practical purposes, the units are only going to come in through, like, here and here anyway. So it'll still be pretty easy to defend. We'll see. Whoa, what? Alright, I effed it up. Let's unfuck this problem. Go ahead and get some guys in there to help build cities. And now we've got horsies all over there as well, so that's very important to us. Excellent. We're some of the least literate people on the planet. Not surprising at this level of difficulty. And there's a great deal of horses down here as well, so we might just settle on top of them for another city there. Well, and now this is going to be a problem. They covet our lands. This is not a mortal difficulty, so it doesn't mean that they're 100% going to declare war on us, but there's a decent chance they might. So either way, we're probably going to have to deal with the Russians sooner rather than later. I'd prefer to get some of my advantages up and running quickly. So these guys don't have... Yeah, these guys are basically skirmishers. They don't have much strength whatsoever. I don't think they're capable of taking down a city. So it's nice to have them out. They'll trade efficiently with warriors and other units of this time period. But they're not going to do all that much. Discovered Melbourne, very good. Let's go ahead and clear the barbarian camp, get some extra gold out of them. Is there anything I can buy at the moment? Nope. I get the feeling that the Russians and I are stuck on a subcontinent of some sort. Yeah, it looks that way. Pangaea maps can be kind of weird sometimes. They usually feel like they're just like 2 separate continents connected with a land bridge. So I'm gonna start chipping away at the writing techs. Yeah, I think so. Although I really want to frickin' defend myself against what I think is an inevitable Russian attack. Since they covet my lands. Even if it's just a little. But I've got these guys, and they might be enough. Alright, so... got a Parthenon. Preferably, we want something with that can generate faith from what we've got. So we could do religious idols. I'd like to do Tears of the Gods, but I'm not so sure. And we do care about our religion quite a bit. We want to get as much faith as we can. Yeah, Tears of the Gods would be really, really, really good. Let's see. Still thinking, guys. Gonna be a wide empire. Yeah, I'm going for Tears of the Gods. We'll see if that works. See if that works in my favor. Gonna be 150 turns to get a profit. That guy up a little bit closer. Another empty barbarian encampment? This is getting kind of weird. Well, on the bright side, if I take out the Russians, there's interesting amounts of luxuries down in these kind of windy little areas. So we've discovered Buenos Aires. Very good. Can we get out of Buenos Aires? For now, we'll say barrage. And we've got a worker next turn. So this is really helpful as well for a wide empire. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with this collective rule. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to push things in other directions later on. But in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to focus on getting my city set up here. I'm probably going to piss off the Russians by doing that. This is a lower level of difficulty, so I might be able to get away with it. So we've got a bunch of... got some small negative modifiers with them. Hey, we found Venice! I'll take your 1 gold. You're not gonna attack me. I don't care. Let's take a look at this here. So with enhanced user interface, we can see what our range is here. And I believe if we just sit there as well, we can see what our range is. So there'll be 2 tiles of overlap if we settle here. I kind of like being able to settle here because then we can bombard the hills as well. It'll be a good city to defend with. I think we'll do our pyramid first, just to be a little bit different. And we'll slowly move this guy back to defend, because inevitably we probably will have to. So at this point, we're going to start working down towards composite bows, I think. Like, I do want to get our first great person online. That's of great importance, but also not dying is of great importance too, so it's a bunch of things we need to consider here. And hopefully this guy can't move like 4 tiles. Nope, he's more interested in attacking my cities, which to that I say, I will just farm experience from you. Thank you. So she apparently no longer covets my lands. She could be lying, and she probably is. She's probably just to the point of being deceptive and getting ready to attack at some point. But we will see. Set that guy to auto-explore. And we actually have enough that I think I want to trade with her.
Здравствуй.
Except she has no money.
Продолжай.
About... No? Okay. Venice, do you have any money? You guys are so poor. It's not cool, man. Why are you so poor, guys? Let's go ahead and get our silver online. A really wonky-ass map is what this is. Alright, so a library isn't very, very important. Still got lots of time, and we don't have any other places that are gonna get anything anytime soon. So they're suggesting a couple of spots here. They're suggesting up here, down here, over here. Much as I hate to admit it, I think I like the tundra spot here. And actually, I think that I need to get an atlas out to defend. So we're going to go ahead and pull our atlas back. Great library's been built. That's wonderful. Glad I didn't waste hammers on it. And Russia's expanding to the east. That's good. Good that they're not expanding in my general direction. So this thing is in fact a giant lake. This could also be a giant lake. Pretty sure that this is proper coastline. So these guys are actually safe. They've got 2 sources of fish. let's just take a look at them here. So there will be overlap. There'll be a lot less overlap than there would be with every other city location, I think. So this is Chichen Itza. Do I get bonus points if I can found Chichen Itza inside of Chichen Itza? I think I might try that. That would be awesome if I could do it. But I probably won't be able to. Anyway, I think we need to go ahead and we need to remanage these guys. Just get them set to being default and that way. We want that city to grow to be a good 4-pop city. That city no longer needs any defense. Let's check out the demographics here. Our gold gross national product isn't terrible. Venice's is ridiculous. Ridiculously bad that is. Oh, you. Alright, buddy. I don't even have anything I can trade with them right now. So, not entirely... I think I'm going to have to get horses online and then feed both of them horses to get an embassy established with them. Possibly also just to get any sort of money from them. This guy, Archibald, has some money. That's nice. Well, it's nice for him, at least. So we got 6 horses over there. That's pretty good. The Russians so far don't have anything special. We'll get started on a library there. Get started on a library here as well. Bald's way down there. Ah, Portugal. You have no money either. Well, it's good to meet you, Portugal. I wish you had some money. But it's good to meet you nonetheless. So, warmonger-wise, we've got... I assume Catherine's going to be a warmonger, and Archibald, Assyria's definitely a big warmonger. We're going to crack open piety now. Yeah, that seems like a good plan. We'll get our stuff done quicker. Finally got Palenque up to 4 pop, which is nice. You can just sit there and chill. You can just sit on the hills and chills. We need to get a trade route online of our own. That'll help our money situations here. Take a look at Catherine's setup here. So Catherine now has double wine. I think even though we don't really need it, we'll just go ahead and we'll trade with her to Try to get some positive modifiers. We'll get these guys to start working. We need another worker. So I guess we can play it clean and actually build our workers instead of just try to take them out. Steal them from other civilizations, that is. Unique luxury down here, by the way. This is a good spot for a city. A little far away from my capital, but actually, no, it's a good distance away. "36 turns for a library. That's unacceptable, so we won't be waiting on that city. So Melbourne's actually undefended. What about tier? So far, the city proves extremely good at building stuff. We'll let it continue doing that. I think we should... It's gonna take like 5 turns to finish that, so let's go ahead and let's... That... See about bringing these guys back on over. That's Porto.
Bons dias. Prossegui.
You know what? I'll go ahead and I'll give you the horses. My goal with Portugal is to see if I can maybe get them to be friends with me.
Здравствуй. Продолжай.
Okay, so I'm actually getting kind of low on luxury goods here. That's... Or on happiness. Something I need to consider. So keep an eye on that. Monty! Alright, you crazy clown. No. We're not doing that. It's a bit too early for that, sir. We're going to go ahead and we're going to steal a worker from Melbourne. Make peace with them immediately. And that means nobody gets shot. We just enslaved a worker and we'll move him on out. It'll save us some production. And since nobody pledged to protect them, we just have Melbourne hating our guts for quite a while after. Terracotta Army. See him. Composite bows. Composite bows or city walls or this. So those need to be built, probably in that order. And I don't really want to build any more cities until we get the National College up. And I'd like to do that before turn 150 if possible. If I can't manage it, then that's... I don't think it's the end of the world on this speed. I could be wrong, it might be. But, yeah, I'd like to get it up if at all possible. Start building that. It's going to be a solid 550. Kind of hoping for a declaration of friendship by this point. Here we go. That's helpful. And holy shit, Portugal. Are you ever loaded? Well, I'm going to do something incredibly stupid, guys. I believe it's 360 you can trade for on this. And, yep, they agree. So I'm just going to dump myself into negative happiness, but it's for a good cause. It's to get my science up. And we can fix this. Eventually. Alright, you know what? Fuck it. We'll just buy the tile. Oh, shit! And we'll make up the money with selling horses. Eventually. Make sure... Yeah, we'll start chipping away at that a little bit. We finally got a great profit! Alright, let's take a look at what we can found. What's Mayanish? Pretty much nothing, so let's... I don't know. Well, Judaism's always been my good luck charm there. So let's see what we can do here. Sloving, we can do tithe, which is always handy. Church property could be handy. Follower beliefs, these are probably the more important ones. We can still grab Pagonias, that's really good. Let's snag tithe as well. That'll provide some extra income. Go ahead and we'll send them up there to deal with these barbarians. We'll take these guys off for now and we'll move them over here. World's busiest people, so we've got 2 unknowns so far. And we're the least busy, apparently. That's a shame. It's going to take 5 turns to clear that forest. What do we want to get production towards? Probably a circus. So that's what we're going to do. We're just going to continue to chip away at that barbarian camp. And we'll finally get a benefit from our Parthenon. That'll be nice. That'll be awesome. Alright, so we'll get our other unique unit boy up here. And this isn't great, but let's go ahead and let's trade with Moscow. Not the greatest science output at the moment, but I guess it makes the most sense since it's going to be several turns before I actually get anything online in terms of growth in my cities. Let's take a look here. Let's see who the strongest person is. Nobody at the moment. Alright, so we got some money. Promote that guy to be good on flat terrain, even though probably going to be fighting a lot on hills based on the Russians being nearby. Dearly love to get city number 4 up here. Anyway, guys, I'm pretty sure I've ran a lot longer than the original 25 minutes that I'm supposed to run this, so I'm going to drop a cut right here, and I'm going to pick it up later. So thank you very much for watching, guys, and until next time, see ya!